How about turning 180 degrees to see the scenery? Siefing. The troubles we face in life all stem from our own thoughts. When we can't figure things out, it's because we're tied up by mental knots. All suffering comes from our own mistaken perceptions, and every misfortune is of our own making. Ultimately, we are the ones responsible for our confusion, sorrow, and misfortune. When we reach a dead end, why not turn 180 degrees and see how the scenery changes? Very few people have never had suicidal thoughts. I've had them multiple times. Every time I felt like giving up, I'd think, I refuse to commit suicide. Let's see what happens next. With that shift in thinking, things would change. The next day, the sun would rise in the east again, the earth would keep spinning, flowers would still bloom, and life remained full of beauty. When someone I loved dearly left me and I felt heartbroken, I'd think, well, now I'm free. Reading a story without a period can be exhausting, and wandering endlessly in a valley prevents you from seeing the beauty at the mountain's peak. The mountains may not move, but the water does. Set your sights on the next goal and, wow, it's even more exciting than the last one. Chase it. Thinking about divorce? Go ahead. Who's afraid of whom? Without potassium fertilizer, can I still grow yellow carrots? Without your slim arms, do you think I, a strong mountain, would ever run out of firewood? At worst, I'll guard my empty house alone. If no one cares about me, that's even better. Maybe I don't want them to. Boss, you fired me? Fine. Just wait. Fortune changes. 6 years from now, you'll be working for me as my deputy manager. Child, you think your parents are a burden now? Fine. We, your parents, are here to repay our debts to you. Now that the debt is settled, we won't worry about each other anymore. Even if we die in the fields, who cares if crows take our bodies or wolves devour them? We'll ascend to the celestial realms. Let's see how you'll manage then. You say God wants to punish me? Kid, don't threaten me. Let God come speak to me directly. Slandering the Buddha sends you to hell, you say? Have you ever seen the Buddha? Just returned from hell? How else would you know? You're possessed by a ghost, you say? No, I think you are the ghost. Can smoking, drinking, eating meat, and having a sex life prevent me from becoming a celestial being? Don't be ridiculous. True celestial beings live without restrictions. You're filled with hate and want revenge? Not many people stay clean while rolling in donkey dung. A great man has a big heart. Let it go. The one who doesn't seek revenge is the true man, a glowing hero. You think my shoes are ugly? Comrade, many people don't even have shoes to wear. You think I'm unattractive? Sir, being unattractive is not important. Look at those with disabilities. They're much worse off. You say I'm disabled? Dear, even though my body is disabled, my mind is healthy. Look at all those able-bodied people who commit suicide, go to jail, or live in misery, unable to eat or sleep. So, who's truly disabled? You say you eat better than me? I don't believe you. Show everyone your poop, and let's see if it proves you eat better. You say you're more fashionable than me? I don't believe you. Take off all the metal around your neck and ears, wash your hair and face, and let's see how you look without clothes. You say you're richer than me? I don't believe you. Let's measure how much larger your sleeping space is compared to mine. You say you have more power and status than I do? I don't believe you. Let's meet again in 100 years and see. You claim to be more famous than I am? I don't believe you. Let's take a magnifying glass and find out where your fame lies. You say you own a lot? Maybe so, but let's see who worries about bills at the end of the month. Let's see who sleeps more soundly. Worried because your child didn't get into college? We don't need to compare our weaknesses to other strengths. Comparison between people only causes frustration. Let's compare health, filial piety, stability, and the suicide rates of college graduates versus ordinary people. Let's see who lives a more peaceful, harmonious life. Your husband is cheating and you're upset? Let him cheat. Let him fly away. Let's see how far he can go. Besides, there are no men who don't cheat. Just make do with him. Your wife is having an affair and you're angry? Pull out the radish. The pit remains. As long as her conscience is still there, just make do with her. In short, when you find it hard to figure things out, Try shifting your perspective and see how it looks from another angle. Of course, if you insist on overthinking and driving yourself into a dead end, you'll only end up suffering in silence.